Guys, I've got a lot to say. Yeah, so veganism in 2019, I feel like it's been a journey for all of us. A lot of messy things have happened. And I was just sitting here number one, I was sitting here thinking how fast this year's gone. Blows my mind. But number two, just what a journey we've been on. I guess I've been on and we've been on as a community, specifically the online vegan community, but also some powerful messages and lessons that we can learn from the things that have happened this year to grow stronger as a community, as a, you know what I mean. So yeah, there's a few things that I would like to touch on. I'm going to try and do this in chronological, is that the right word? I'm really bad with words if you don't already know. So yeah, I thought I'd give you a little recap of the year, and also share some information with you that you guys don't know that probably happened, or definitely happened behind the scenes. People just, you know, not being honest, specifically, you know, ex-vegans, etc. And I have some very strong opinions about some of the things that have gone on. I also forgot, at the end of this video, I'm going to give an award presented by me to the best, most positive vegan influencer of the year. And also the booby prize for the biggest dickhead of the year, so stay tuned for that later. So obviously at the beginning of the year we were hit with a ton of why I'm no longer vegan videos. You know, person after person after person after person after knobend after female version of Danny DeVito. Yeah, you know, came out with their why I'm no longer vegan videos. And to be honest, you know, I've said this before, I'm not the kind of person to judge other people just on the way that they eat. You know, I'm not going to criticize someone just for not being vegan. But one thing I'll always do is call people out on their bullshit. I can't stand people that lie, that are dishonest, that don't take accountability for, you know, their own actions and their irresponsible actions, and that misabuse, that's not the right word, that abuse their power that they have online, and, you know, the influence that they have over hundreds of thousands of young impressionable people. That I'm not okay with. It's about the fact that none of them took responsibility for how they fucked up their health. Not one person, correct me if I'm wrong, but not one of these people, not one person has held their hands up and said, this is why I'm no longer vegan. I was the idiot that chose to malnourish myself. I didn't eat a proper balanced vegan diet. I underate on calories. I only ate fruit for years. For months, if not a whole year, I ate a diet of romaine lettuce, guacamole, and Mary's crackers. So even looking back now, that's what annoys me. Not one of these imbeciles has held their hands up. If you really cared about other people that watch your videos, you would discourage them from doing the same stupid things that you did to fuck up your health. And not one person did that. Honestly, shame on all of them. Not shame on them at all for not being vegan, like, that's their choice. But shame on them for not taking accountability and, again, misleading hundreds of thousands of uneducated and very impressionable people. It was Sibo. You know, everyone was claiming they had Sibo, they had gut issues, they were having problems digesting fiber. And, you know, just to put it out there, the way to cure or manage Sibo is not to eat animal protein. Eating animal protein has nothing to do with curing Sibo. If you really want to cure Sibo, if you have Sibo, contact Goji Man. He's an expert in this. I'll leave his link down below. There are ways of doing it. And, you know, medically, scientifically, it's not about eating animal products. Of course, eating animal products because they have a lack of fiber is going to feel easier on your digestion. Is it the long-term solution? No. No! So I mean, that's where the problem was and the problem still is. Not one of them in their fully monetized why I'm no longer vegan videos did they take responsibility, discourage others from doing the same thing as them, following the stupid, restrictive, shitty vegan diets that they followed in the past. But the positive thing in all of this, and this might sound a little bit harsh, but to be honest, it's just true. The way I see it now, it's kind of like taking out the trash. You know, we don't want people representing veganism that have eating disorders. And I'm not saying that in any kind of way to discriminate against people with eating disorders, saying that if you have one you shouldn't post videos, whatever. If you're open about it, okay, you're open about it. You know, I'm someone that struggled with an eating disorder in the past. It's nothing to be ashamed of, but we do not want or need people that eat guacamole, lettuce, and Mary's crackers for a year, or don't eat at all, to represent veganism. We don't need those kind of people that really, really need mental help to represent a cause that is so important to so many of us for ethical reasons and for the world, for health reasons, so on and so forth. This is where I start to question things. The fact that, you know, these people initially posted videos claiming that, you know, they were doing it for their health and they were just going to add some fish and eggs and they were still going to be predominantly plant-based, but they have to eat lower in fiber. And then you see, like, pretty much all of them eating the same foods that they ate before, very high fiber diets, just with the addition of fish and eggs, claiming that they still care ethically or environmentally, or they still care about animals, and then suddenly, oh, they're eating chicken.
And I had my first chicken, you guys.
Yeah, so that's that. I've been eating chicken.
And they've got rugs made of animals on the floor. And they're also including honey. It just makes me question whether these so-called gut issues were real problems, or they just really just didn't give a shit in the first place. Because I'm sorry, there is no ethical way of eating chicken. Just to put that out there. And of course, you know, there are some people that are still eating predominantly plant-based, which is great. There are other not very mentally well people who just go, you know, full-on carnivore, which is just a joke in itself. Clearly, they don't care about their health, their viewers, or the environment. The reason they're doing these things is because that's their only way of getting attention. I mean, can you imagine, for example, if this particular person did a I ate a balanced plate of food for 30 days challenge? Like, would anyone actually watch it? I mean, to be honest, I probably would watch it because it's something she's never done before. Just saying. You know, some people just claim that they're sharing their journey, and it's like, no, you're not. You've been misleading people for years, and those videos are still up. You're still selling those plans that made you sick. Obviously, you guys know I'm an ambassador for Vivo Life, which I'm going to talk about later. Speaking of Giovanna, I personally think that if she wasn't caught, she wouldn't even have revealed that she wasn't vegan. You know, looking back now, when I was in California in February, and one of the reasons I was there was I went to a Vivo Life meetup. There was a few of us vegan ambassadors there, including Giovanna.
Chicken, you guys.
And looking back now at the timeline, we've worked out she wasn't even vegan then. She turned up as a vegan ambassador, a vegan influencer, getting that paycheck. God knows, she probably drove to that meetup and stopped at Burger King and got a fucking big Whopper and fries on the way. Obviously as well, earlier this year we were hit with the whole medical medium phase. Everyone doing the celery juice challenge for 30 days. I personally didn't do it, but it seems like the rest of the internet did. My man Derek from Simnett Nutrition made an amazing video on that, very in detail, and I'll leave it down below if you want to watch it. What do I personally think of the medical medium? I think that obviously celery juice is good for you. Juicing any vegetable is good for you. I think, if I'm being very honest, the reason that a lot of people get such amazing results on his protocol, his program, his diet, and the celery juicing, etc., is because a lot of those people and a lot of the testimonials, if you look at what they were eating before, they were eating a standard westernized American diet. So it's not necessarily the celery juice that is cleansing and healing and you know, putting people into remission of all of these conditions. It's the fact that you've cut out dairy, that you've cut out meat, that you've cut out fried food, you've cut out certain oils, you've cut out refined sugar, essentially you've cut out crap. You're eating whole foods, you're eating a lot more fruits and vegetables, you've removed the irritants that were essentially perhaps causing your inflammation or your skin issues, and you're drinking celery juice every morning. It's a bit of a no-brainer. Yeah, it's something that I didn't try, just because I don't enjoy drinking salty things. It's so nasty. 2019 was, and okay, I've got some strong opinions about this next one. 2019 was also the year that everyone started eating like other people. I think I had a total of 6 or 7 people eat like me. And on that note, 2019 was also the year that everyone started analysing everyone else's diet. And this is something that I actually have a problem with. Like, I guess a lot of you don't know that I am actually, you know, a qualified nutritionist. I went to college for biomedicine as well. And if I wanted to, I could sit here and analyse everyone else's diet and get hella views and earn lots of coin from it. Because we all know that when people do those videos, a lot of people watch them. I feel like so many people are already way too obsessed with food, way too obsessed with the perfect diet. And then when we have these people analysing, literally analysing what people are eating meal by meal, critiquing it in amounts of, oh, add more of this, take away that, think like this, think like that. I just feel like it's screwing with people's heads even more. I feel like generally, of course, we need to promote a whole foods, plant-based diet and educate new people to the vegan lifestyle, what that is, and what supplements you should be taking. But over-analyzing every single plate of food that people are eating is just gonna fuck with people's heads even more. And of course, you know, these people that are reviewing diets, they have their own agenda and their own opinions anyway, so, you know, it's not as if one person is God and you should listen to them as gospel when they kind of review someone's diet. And also, the thing, well, yeah, this is also another point. People are analysing a snapshot of someone's real life and then judging them on that. You know, there are so many videos that I've posted, for example, that are so different to how I would eat the next day or the day after, or how I eat in general, because it's literally just what I ate on one particular day. There have been certain videos where I just showed, like, I wasn't even hungry for dinner, so I just ate a whole chocolate bar dipped in peanut butter, and I'm not going to apologise for it. Someone else could come along and analyse that video and be like, oh, look at this, guy didn't even eat dinner, skipped a meal, ate chocolate and peanut butter. Like, honestly, shut the fuck up. No one cares. So, you know, whilst some of the points that have been brought up in these videos are good and are beneficial, for example, calling out very restrictive, stupid vegan diets, you know, calling out people that don't take their supplements, such as B12, you know, calling out people that only eat fruit and that's what they promote, of course, you know, that's a great message to wake people up and to advise or educate new vegans not to go down that route of stupid dieting and very restrictive diets. But the whole just analysing everyone for views in general, I just don't agree with. I don't know. What do you guys think? And another thing I will say is that, you know, sometimes these videos that people are analysing, it's not even what people are eating. I mean, I put my hands up. Everything I've ever eaten in my own What I Ate Today videos is 100% legit, and I guess you should know that by now, considering I always call myself out for the fact that my omega 3 to 6 balance is terrible because I eat way too much tahini. Sometimes I've skipped meals, sometimes I've not eaten until 3 PM and I've openly said it on camera. Sometimes I've just gone out and eaten like pizza and vegan ice cream for dinner, and that's just me being real. When I was in Bali, I openly said that I was just eating fruit during the day, and I did that for like a week, and I don't promote that, but at least I was honest. But I guess my point is that you need to take these What I Eat in a Day videos and the people that are analysing them with a pinch of salt, because, I mean, just to tell you, I mean, I've had someone who literally has almost 1 million subscribers and openly admitted to me face to face that their What I Eat in a Days, they film within 1 hour. When the lighting's good, they will film 3 recipes, get changed in between each one, and pretend it was a day. So what I'm trying to tell you is this, it's even more stupid when people are not being honest in the first place, and then that is getting overanalyzed, and just, I don't know, I just don't agree with the whole thing. Am I saying that most people aren't honest? No, I think the majority of people that are good examples on vegan YouTube are honest, or all the people that I'm friends with, or have ever been in my videos, or I've ever promoted, are honest as far as I know. But just be aware that what you see is not always what you get, or what you get is not always honest. And then that's taken even further and overanalyzed, and I feel like it needs to stop. In other news, Unnatural Vegan gave birth to her 2nd child. Although, to be honest, we never saw proof of the first one, so we're just gonna have to take her word for it. In other very positive news, Vivo Life, who you all know I'm an ambassador for, became the first, I believe the world's first brand to make their packaging fully compostable. And, I mean, you all know that I love their products, I eat them every single day, use their supplements, but this is just such another step forward. It just shows that even when we're losing hope with all of these crazy things going on in the world, there are companies such as Vivo Life who care so much, not just about people's health, but also about the planet, the environment, which is something that I feel needs to be applauded. So can we all just have a big... Another well-deserved mention, my girl Maddie Limburner on her channel MadFit hit 1 million subscribers. I believe her channel went from about 100,000 to 1 million in about 4 months, which I don't know if anyone else has done that on YouTube, but hands down to her. And obviously later in the year we had the Game Changers, which came out, which I know there's been a lot of disagreement on. If I'm being very honest, I haven't actually watched it. The reason I haven't watched it is because it's not for people like me who are, I mean, yeah, I'm probably going to watch it and I will find it interesting, but, you know, essentially it is for people that don't know about a plant-based diet, that don't know you can actually be strong and build muscle and be an athlete on a plant-based diet. The reason I haven't had a desire to watch it yet is because I know, and I used to be a professional athlete, and I do know from personal experience of experimenting with my own body that you can perform well, you can build you can build muscle, you can be an elite world-class athlete on any well-planned or balanced diet, including a plant-based diet. So, but I guess, you know, whether people, I know some people disagree with some of the facts that were spread. I do feel like it's still a problem. It was definitely a big problem in What the Health, where like not both sides of the stories were told, and I guess there was some, not even misinformation, just not sharing the whole story, or making it look like veganism or a plant-based diet is the only way to be healthy, which we all know it's not. A predominantly plant-based diet, yes, but like I've said in previous videos, you don't have to be 100% vegan to be healthy. But, you know, a lot of people from my gym, a lot of people, just friends in general, who have no interest in sport or building muscle or a plant-based diet, they've watched it because the outreach of it has been so huge, and it's had a very positive effect on people. The effect of the movie itself has been amazing because it is waking people up to a plant-based diet and the fact that you can be a world-class athlete on a plant-based diet. So, enough said, right? I would like to personally award people for being amazing influencers. The award, in fact, I've got 2 winners. And again, this is just my opinion. You can vote down below who you want to vote for best, most positive vegan influencer of the year. I do think you should all vote for me, just saying. I would like to give this award to 2 people. The first one is Goji Man. His passion for helping people and for people's health and for veganism is just outstanding. Not only is his knowledge on nutrition and you know, science and the body and food, everything, just amazing. You know, and I have a personal story with this as well. He does what he does not for views, you know, not to earn the coin from YouTube. He does it because he genuinely cares so much about people's health. And I know this firsthand because, you know, a while back he did some of his Sibo tests on me, as well as some other very expensive gut tests. Not because I have any gut issues, I don't. I was just worried about certain inflammatory markers and other things. If you guys didn't already know, I have a very rare medical condition. I have 1 adrenal gland, and sometimes as a result of that, a knock-on effect, other things start flaring up. Anyway, it's a whole thing. He offered to do all of the tests on me, not for free. He paid for them himself with his Patreon money. He didn't ask me to give him a shout out about it. He didn't ask me to tell people on his channel. He didn't ask for anything in return. All he wanted to do was help me with my health. And I know that that's what he's done for thousands of other people this year. And winner number 2 goes to the channel Pick Up Limes. The reason I'm choosing her is that, yes, she is a registered dietitian, a vegan one. I think her recipes are very well balanced. I think her approach to food is amazing. I think the way she talks about the mindset towards food is amazing. And remember, this is coming from someone who is actually qualified, which is rare to see on YouTube these days, especially vegan YouTube. Yeah, what she promotes is actual balance. Like actual balance in terms of mental health, physical health, approach to food, what a good balanced diet is. You know, not fearing oil or saying that you can't ever eat desserts. It is actually all about balance. And I think there's a reason why so many people watch her videos. And it's such a contrast to all of these stupid channels that still promote like very high carb, low fat, never touch oil. That is not balanced, that is not realistic. Shut up. The prize for biggest dickhead of the year goes to none other than, and I feel like I don't even need to explain that. So like I said, even though veganism, you know, got started on, I guess, a rocky road earlier this year when everyone, not everyone, people that weren't doing it properly, I would say, left veganism for either health reasons or just whatever reasons. And it seemed like that was a very negative thing at the time, and we were all making responses. But the beauty of that, like I said, is that we filtered out the crap, essentially. And we can move forward from here positively, knowing that there aren't people that actually harm people's health representing veganism. Know what I mean? I am very excited for the next year to come. I know that personally, I have got lots of exciting things lined up for you, especially in terms of recipes and stuff like that. and challenges, but yeah. Anyways guys, as always, I'm sending you all so much love. Give this video a big fat thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Come and say hi on Instagram. It's just healthy crazy cool. I love you all so much, and I'll see you on the next video. Laters.